And we are back, and we just finished the delightful A Minecraft movie from 2025, rated PG with a runtime of 1 hour and 41 minutes. We caught this on HBO Max. I think is it Max already, or is it HBO Max, or is it still Max?
Let's just call them HBO Max.
HBO, yeah, because I think they said the change was going to happen.
They should have never cut off the HBO.
What a waste of money and back and forth. This is directed by Jared Hess, with writing credits to Chris Bowman, Hubbel Palmer, and Neil Widener, and is based, I guess, loosely on the global sensation of a movie.
Of a video game.
Of the video game. This stars Jack Black as Steve, who, as a young child, always yearned for something more and thought...
He yearned for the mines.
He yearned for the mines, and as a child, he got scared away by this crazy miner that was guarding it. But then, as an adult, he hatches a plan to get into the mine and to live his best life, which he sort of does. He gets to, what is it, the outer world?
Yeah.
Overworld.
Sorry, I don't know anything about the game.
You kids know the Minecraft lore.
Do you want to explain it, Olive G? Or
what lore is there to talk about? It's
I don't know. You guys were complaining about inaccuracies in the movie, so
yeah, we're joking around.
Oh.
It's not that big a deal. But yes, creepers, when creepers get into contact with people, then they explode. Within a certain contact, they explode. They don't explode when other mobs are around, and other mobs don't attack other mobs unless by accident, which then they'll stop attacking you and start attacking each other.
Okay.
Idiots.
Okay. I don't know what any of that meant, but okay. I'm going to go around the table and get impressions. I'm going to start with G. What did you think of the film?
It was cute. It was entertaining.
Yes, absolutely.
I remember before we watched this film, you said, I wonder if it's going to make me cry.
Did I say that?
Yes. I don't know why. What did you hear about the film?
I heard that it had a lot of heart.
Oh.
And that it was sweet.
I mean, it was cute. I wouldn't know. I wouldn't call it sweet. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't think it was sweet either. I mean, I didn't cry.
It didn't have any tearjerker moments.
No.
Did I almost cry? No.
I don't think so.
At one point, didn't all of you people look at me like I was going to cry?
Nah, that must have been something else.
No, wait. When Garrett is going through his spiel about how he's a loser, really, and he's lost everything. Didn't that choke me up? I don't even remember now.
I don't know.
No
I mean,
way.
even in that moment where Garrett, I guess, comes to the realization that he's a loser. It's still not. I mean, it's still Jason Momoa dressed up in a ridiculous manner.
Yeah, it was not.
He was stuck in the 80s.
And honestly, he's just telling us what we already knew.
Seriously, it was more comedic than tear-jerking.
It was like, if anything, it should have made you happy because it was like, okay, Garrett, you're growing here.
Yes, you've unlocked a level. Did you have a favorite character, G?
I don't think so.
No?
Not really.
What did you think of the relationship between Henry and Natalie, the siblings?
It was nice. I don't know. There's not really much to be said about it.
All right.
They're just brother and sister.
Okay. Did you have a favorite sequence? I feel like this film has made enough money that we can sort of spoil it.
I mean, it made like $1 billion.
I mean, that's... thank you for bringing that up. Can I just address the elephant in the room, which is the budget on the... I mean, it is a nice looking movie in the sense that obviously a lot of work went into this. The estimated budget on this baby is $150 million. That is a lot of money. The opening weekend, this came out April 6th of this year, so not that long ago. Opening weekend was $162 million, so it's already made over the budget. To be considered a success, it would have to make double the budget. The gross in U.S. and Canada is $423 million, which, okay, we are already past the
profitability margin.
But the worldwide gross on this is $954 million.
Nice.
Wow.
I
Kudos.
thought you were going to say billion. That's kind of a letdown.
I mean, it's not far from being $1 billion. Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm sure.
It's almost there, I
If
imagine.
you round it up, it's $1 billion.
Yeah.
950. Just that's $1 billion.
That
basically.
50 is nothing in the pocket of this movie. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm sure they're making it up in like licensing and retailing and toys
Probably, yeah.
and Happy Meal tie-ins and whatever other nonsense they do.
I mean, I hope all the people involved got a little
Something.
piece of the profits.
Yes. I mean, this is where you want to get points on something like this, because this made an insane amount of profit from $150 million investment, which is no short amount of money. But for a movie that has this much effects, I guess that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Gee, what did you think of the look of the film?
It was nicely done. Everything was like square or cube shaped.
Mhm.
So
And that's
accurate
in
to
line
the
with the
game.
video game.
Yeah.
Olive G, what did you think of the look of the film?
It looked like Minecraft.
Mm-hmm. Did anything look out of place, or
Not really. It just looked kind of disturbing.
why? Because it was moving and...
No, because it was live action, so
Right.
it looked weird.
Were the villagers disturbing?
Yes, very.
Yes, I agree
They
with
were
that too.
ugly, and
I wonder why the hell do the villagers look the way they look at all in the game?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Like they have like almost like elephant noses.
Yeah. What is that about?
I don't know. There's
Everything has like angles and squares or lines. Nothing's round.
well that I get, but at least even when you have your character, they sort of have a humanish face.
Mm-hmm.
But the villagers, what the hell is going on there?
And that's with every like human like mob. Like witches also have that weird nose thing, and so did the pillagers, and like I forgot who else.
The guys in the Woodland Mansion.
Yeah, the pillagers or
Mm.
Vindicators.
indicators. I don't know.
Maybe they do that in the video game so that you can differentiate them from real people.
But it's so weird, and it's
Yeah, it is
honestly
bizarre.
ugly.
I found this movie delightful. My only critique was the little side story with the assistant principal played by Jennifer Coolidge. I could have done without that. I mean, we could have just focused on the other characters. I liked Dawn. I thought she was sassy and fun. I liked Emma Myers as Natalie and Sebastian Hansen as Henry, the siblings. I love Jack Black, who is in his Russell Crowe era, does not give a crap how he looks anymore. And he's just completely embraced that.
I think he's always been in that era, to be honest. I'm sure there was maybe there was a stage in his career where they were just like, you'd probably get more roles if you worked out a little. And he was just like, you know
Yeah.
what? Screw that.
Yeah,
I'd rather eat and be happy.
exactly. As he should.
Yeah.
And I enjoy that he had a moment to shine his vocalizations there at the end.
Oh, yeah.
That's fun.
Yeah.
And then handsome Jason Momoa, who I feel like has been doing a string of stinkers as of late, but this one's definitely getting him out of the doghouse.
Well, what's he been in that was a stinker?
I mean, the last Fast and Furious movies weren't great.
Oh, my God. Yeah. All right. Never mind.
Yeah.
Yeah, that last Fast and he was terrible in that.
He was awful. And I don't think it was his fault either, but
No.
I mean, I feel like
I mean, to be honest, it's sort of like you're in a Fast and Furious movie. Just do whatever the hell you want.
you want, right,
Yeah.
sure.
We think this is guaranteed money, and
And to some extent, yes. I mean, yeah.
I mean, it didn't make as much as you usually do, but
Right. I mean,
It
he was
still made
also a tiny character in The Fall Guy. He was in the last Aquaman movie. He had a small bit in the Flash movie. Before that, he did Fast X. So yeah, so he's kind of been in a couple of just okay, I guess, movies. He's got 11 things in the hopper. Wow. coming up.
he seems like a fun guy, though.
Yeah, no, he looks like he'd be.
He looks like
a
he's
ton of
having a
fun.
blast in every
Yeah.
role that he's in.
So good for he's in Street Fighter.
When's that going to come out?
It doesn't say. It just says it's in pre-production. He's Blanca. What's Blanca? Who's
Oh,
Blanca?
he's Blanca? Oh, wow.
I don't know who that
That'll
is.
be weird. Blanca is like an animal man.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Yes. So my only critique was the Jennifer Coolidge side story. I could have lived without that.
Yeah, that was just sort of like a little side bit that they didn't even like put the conclusion of that in the actual movie. It was a mid-credits scene.
Yeah, I felt like maybe they're friends and he decided to give her a job. I don't know.
Maybe. I don't know. I mean, I would have been happy if she just did her little bit where she sees him in the principal's office and that's it.
Yeah.
I didn't really feel the need for the whole romance with one of the villagers.
Yeah. Agreed.
That just sort of seemed like her whole part was basically like throwaway jokes.
Yes, for sure. And Jared Harris, the director, was General Chungus.
Yeah.
Which we found out a little while into the film because I was curious and I needed to look at the IMDb page. Olive G, did you have a favorite character in this?
Probably Dennis.
Dennis, yes.
Dennis the dog.
Dennis the dog.
Dennis.
Yes, he is the MVP in this film. Why did you like Dennis so much?
I just like Dennis, okay? I remember I used to be really obsessed with, like, wolves in Minecraft at, like, one point. And, like, I would go insane whenever, like, my wolf died or whatever. And I would, like, tame a bunch of wolves and, like, give them a bunch of, like, different colored collars with the dye and stuff like that. And I just love wolves in Minecraft.
I mean, they are a noble animal, so that totally tracks. What did you think of the film?
It was a lot of fun. It was just silly. I mean, it's not the greatest movie you're ever going to see, but you could tell that everybody is just
having a blast,
just making something that was ridiculous and fun. It starts out like that right from the get-go with like the voiceover, Jack Black giving his origin story, and everything is done in sort of an even level of over-the-topness. I loved the whole bit where I think Jack Black's narration does a lot of heavy lifting here because
sure.
Him delivering lines like, as a boy, I yearned for the mines. I don't know if anybody else could say something like that and have that like kind of
have it resonate.
Have that kind of gravitas that that Jack Black puts behind everything he says, and just showing like some young kid standing there with a pickaxe and he's like trying to get in the mine, and that deranged looking old miner with the frazzled beard, and he's missing teeth, and he's just like roaring at this child. He's not even saying you can't come in here. It's just roar. And then years later he's like working in an office, and it's miserable, and he decides, that's it, I'm old enough to do it on my own, and he goes to the mine, and he's just like he just head fake, and he runs past the old miner. And there the quest begins. And then suddenly he's in the Minecraft world. And it just keeps going from there. And it's just fun. It's just nonstop fun.
Yeah. It's visually stunning. I mean, obviously teams of FX workers just I think worked their fingers to the bone on this, because
I think they translated
the effects on this are high quality.
Yeah, I think they translated it well from the Minecraft graphics, which, honest to God, are probably on purpose they're terrible. Minecraft graphics are just flat out terrible. Everything's supposed to be blocks. It was made by one guy, and
he made a killing.
Off this thing. And then Microsoft bought it, and it's just been going strong for
decades.
At least a decade. Maybe more.
Maybe more, yeah.
And you couldn't have a movie that looked like Minecraft.
No.
It would be. No. Everybody's eyes would be killing them after a while. But the way they updated it, they gave everything a bit more texture, a bit more flesh. The pig people looked like they were still blocky, but they
were three-dimensional.
They were three-dimensional. Well, everything's three-dimensional in Minecraft, but it was
doesn't
more
look as crisp as this.
They looked like like living organisms. They didn't look like pixelated cubes.
Right. Right.
Even though everything is a square, everything still had that sort of texture to it. A block of grass was literally a block of grass. It wasn't a cube painted to look like grass.
So I'm going to out myself and say I don't understand any of it. I stopped playing video games when we had actual arcades to go to with quarters. So I've been really out of the loop as far as video games go. But I'm going to go around the table because I know that other members here of the family love those things. But, G, can I start with you? If you could pick your favorite video game and the video game that looks the prettiest, what would those be?
My favorite is Stardew Valley.
Okay. And what's the prettiest?
I don't really know.
What was the one with the little...
Oh, Ori?
Yeah.
That's cute, yeah.
That's pretty.
It's really well done. It looks beautiful, yeah.
What about you? What's your picks? What's your favorite video game and what is the prettiest?
I mean,
assuming your favorite changes.
Yeah, I would probably say my last favorite was Remnant 2. Remnant 2 is it's just, there's so much going on, and I love, like, the backstory and all that. What's the prettiest video game I've ever played?
You liked Ori, too, didn't you?
I mean, Ori's good. Elden Ring is beautiful. The backdrops and the scenery in Elden Ring are really, really well done. That also has a crazy story, and from what I've heard, I believe they're eventually going to adapt that into a film as well.
Or a series, or just a film?
I don't know. I know that the product has been licensed for either film or something, development somewhere, and that will be kind of crazy because that has like a lot of mythology to it, and it's
fun.
very twisted mythology. There's like a lot of strange things going on. People grafting human limbs onto their bodies for religious purposes. It's crazy.
Oh my God, that
it's
sounds
really
bizarre.
deep. So I'm kind of looking forward to that. I hope they do it well. But you could actually stand on a cliff in Elden Ring and just look around and be like,
Olive G, your favorite video game? I think I know what it's going to be. And then the prettiest game you've ever played.
I'll probably say, like, my favorite game is...
come on, you know what your favorite game. We all know what your favorite game is.
Danny's World is not my favorite
No.
game.
I'm not talking about just Danny's World. I'm talking about the whole thing.
Yeah, but it has to be specific.
No, it doesn't.
Yes, it does!
You could say Roblox.
I say that, like, my favorite game, or at least a game I've been playing a lot, or I had played a lot before, would probably be like a Evade or something on Roblox.
That's a game in Roblox.
Yes.
That's what she's
You gotta get your
hesitant to
Roblox
say.
grind
Is
on,
Roblox.
yeah.
She loves Roblox.
I thought Roblox is considered a platform.
Yeah.
If everything in the platform looks like it, then you may as well just call the platform the game.
Yeah.
All right, I don't really know how it works.
There are lots of games inside of Roblox, but it's all Roblox, really.
And then what's the prettiest game you ever played, Olive G?
I like Cereza.
Which game?
Cereza and the Lost Demon. Or
Oh, okay, I remember
that
that.
is.
That was a Switch game.
Oh, okay.
the art style is pretty good. I
Nobody
like it.
nobody mentioned Gang Beasts. I thought that was fun.
Gang Beast is a turd. What?
It stopped working.
It did?
Yeah, I don't know.
Aw.
Or at least maybe I have to re-download it or
Whose
something.
birthday party? Was it Olive's or yours that we did the Gang Beasts?
Yeah,
Tournament.
I think that was Olive's.
That was mine, but
All right. Well, I stopped playing like Centipede and Ms. Pac-Man and Space Invaders. So again,
You liked Space Invaders a lot, right?
I did, and Frogger and Donkey Kong and all that stuff. But I went to an actual arcade to play games. We used to bring our quarters
Oh, yeah.
and go.
I remember
run after
wasting
school.
Tons of cash on those.
Oh, my
on those
gosh.
places.
Yeah. And then in the movie theater, like, I don't think they had games in there when you and I were living in Bay Ridge, but the Lowe's used to have a ton of videos in like the lobby area or around the concessions.
Yeah. I remember as a kid, the Kingsway had a lot of video games.
Yes.
I would play the Star Wars game.
Yeah. I remember the Tron game. It was always interesting when they had like the movie tie-ins, but then you had like regular like Miss Pac-Man, which they never. I'm surprised they didn't make movies about that.
They made cartoons and stuff.
Right. Cereal and other paraphernalia.
Back to the movie.
Back to the movie. Sorry, I had a segue there. I mean, I think it's silly. It's fun. This movie doesn't take itself seriously, which is nice. And I think it's PG, so it's got mass appeal here. I think the filmmaker was smart to go down this route. I'm still miffed at the casting choices, but it all worked. I mean, I think
you're miffed at the casting choices.
Kind of. I mean, I feel like people in films now are chosen because of the way they look or because of the amount of followers they have on a social media platform that producers assume are going to be butts in seats. Do you know what I'm saying? So I feel like I don't know. I mean, Jack Black doesn't seem like a first choice, but I'm here for it. I've always liked Jack Black as an actor. I think he's great. But again, let's be honest. I mean, Hollyweird is very superficial. The fact that regular looking actors have careers is sort of a mystery, right? Because usually the roles go, again, to the pretty people or the people with the most followers on Instagram. Really not about talent.
I don't think that applies in this case.
No, it doesn't, and I'm gratified for it. But I'm saying, for the most part, movies are...
So then you're not miffed by the choices.
I'm miffed in the fact that a property that has this much of a global presence wasn't commandeered by film executives in suits who think that they know better and strong-arm filmmakers and directors and writers to kind of share their vision of how something should look. Do you know what I mean?
I don't get it. No, I don't. I sort of see what you're trying to say, but I don't see that how it applies to this at all. This seems to be going against everything that you're saying.
But that's what I'm saying. I'm surprised that somebody was given the leeway to cast Jack Black. Jack Black, he's a great actor, and we've had fun watching his films. But is he the first name that you think of to head up a summer blockbuster film? No.
This movie, yeah.
No, stop it.
It's Minecraft. It's a movie for children.
It's not like as though children, but you're talking about Hollywood. You're talking about return on investment. They're not. I mean, unless you're making a film for A24 that gives a shit about story, most people want to understand how their investment is going to come back to them threefold, right? That's when we talk about movies making profit, we're always talking about double the budget. We're talking about numbers. We're not talking about creatives. We're not talking about actors. We're not even talking about the craft of storytelling. We are talking about money,
I understand that, but I still don't understand how, like, why would you be miffed by the casting of Jack Black in this movie? Are you saying that Jack Black was cast because he was a box office draw, or that he wasn't a box office?
I'm surprised because he's not really a box office draw. When you
who do you think a studio would have cast in a role like this?
I don't know. Ryan Reynolds. I mean, he's Poison at this point, but prior to all the nonsense with his wife, I mean, I feel like you couldn't turn around and not see Ryan Reynolds in something, right? To some extent, maybe even Ryan Gosling, right? He's coming off like the Barbie movies, and he's completely likable.
I don't know. I think you're way off on all this. It doesn't. To me, it doesn't make sense. You wouldn't cast
film roles based on their appearance.
I do, but this is the Minecraft movie. The character the character that was written is not supposed to be some handsome dude. It's some guy who just likes mining.
But things change, and ultimately, what does this is produced by Warner Brothers. What does Warner Brothers want at the end of the day? They want profit. They don't care about the story. They don't care that.
I understand that, but
Minecraft is a global phenomenon.
I understand it, but they didn't write a movie for a handsome leading man.
They may not have written it, but they financed it. And I'm surprised that they weren't more actively involved in maybe the choice of actors.
I don't think they weren't involved. I think they were like, this is a children's movie. Who would be cast in a children's movie, especially a movie like this? Jack Black is on the top of that list as far as I'm concerned. He is somebody who is an actor who appeals to children. He's exuberant and runs around screaming and all that. He's got a pedigree of it. He's in all those Jumanji films. I would not think of Ryan Reynolds, who I see as he's funny, but he's also more sarcastic. He's more you associate, especially now, you associate him with more of like a dirtier type of humor. Ryan Gosling, absolutely not. Does not fit at all. And like and on top of that, he's not really.
You don't think Ryan Gosling has good comedic? I mean,
I do believe he has excellent comedic timing. But how many of those roles have led to blockbuster movies?
Barbie.
Oh, Barbie, yeah, but everything else.
I mean, I think.
What about The Fall Guy?
That I think that did well.
It didn't do well.
It didn't? Okay. Well, still, I think the studio thought it was going to do better. And I think that they purposely wanted Ryan Gosling for that film because
I just don't imagine they would have thought about that. I don't think children give a crap about Ryan Gosling.
I don't think The Fall Guy was for children.
I'm talking about the Minecraft movie.
Okay. Fine.
The Fall Guy was made for nostalgic Gen Xers and people that they thought, oh, we can bring in a new audience. Right. And neither showed up. The Fall Guy was handsome leading man.
Right.
That's what you want. Minecraft movie, Steve could have been Jack Black. It could have been Zach Galifianakis. It could have been anybody who's not your typical hero type, especially with this script. You're not going to have a script. And it doesn't fit. So Jack Black fits this story, this script.
All right, fair. I mean, I don't hate the choice, but I'm just surprised because I don't think that when you think of an actor who's going to put butts in seats, I don't think that the first name that comes to your mind is going to be Jack Black. I mean, you talk about those Jumanji movies, and he's a part of them, but he's a smaller character. I mean, the bigger character is obviously The Rock. And even to some extent, Kevin Hart. But I think it's more The Rock's film.
Here's the thinking behind this one. It doesn't matter. The thing that's putting people's butts in seats is the property.
Right.
Minecraft. Fair. It doesn't. They could have cast unknowns. It wouldn't have mattered. It still would have been the Minecraft movie.
Okay, but $150 million is a lot of money. You want some assurance that you're going to get some of that investment back. As a financier.
I understand that, but it's not the first time that something like this has occurred.
It isn't.
There has been other films that had huge amounts of money that cast nobodies.
But again, Jack Black isn't like top tier Hollywood.
He's not top tier, but he is a box office draw for a large audience, especially for young people, because he has managed to keep himself appealing for younger audiences. I think children would much rather see a film starring Jack Black than a film starring Ryan Gosling.
I mean, possibly. I guess it depends, right?
I don't think children give a crap about Ryan Gosling.
I don't think they do either, but I think that I'm not talking about children. I'm talking about the studios. The studio
wants what the studio wanted was, we need a movie that kids are going to make their parents take them to. This film depended upon kids, the audience of Minecraft, to be like, I want to see the Minecraft movie.
Fair, but they could have flipped it. This could have been completely animated. Guess what? This movie would have made the numbers, right? The fact that it's live action puts a different spin on it. It's different because now you have actors that are representing this property.
Yeah, so you're going to pick an actor that is going to appeal to a child, and Jack Black is going to appeal more than Ryan Gosling or Ryan Reynolds or any other handsome
but
leading man.
I don't think an 8-year-old is going to see a film just because Jack Black is in it. I think, to your point, they're going to see it because it's a Minecraft movie. So, again, I'm really surprised that the people that financed these movies were okay and didn't interfere in the casting of this film.
Just stop talking about this.
I kind of want to stop talking about it. I'm not really that surprised that they picked Jack Black because he seems to have a decent track record with movies that are more appealing towards children.
Yes. G, 1 to 10.
Maybe like maybe a 7.
Olive G, 1 to 10.
I'll probably give this like a 7.5.
7.5. I too am going to give it a 7. I think from where it starts to where it ends, it's delightful, it's sweet, but not saccharine. I think it's a treat for younger kids. I think there's nothing overly crass or objectionable for older folks or older audiences. And I think that as a parent taking younger children to the theater, I think this also has appeal for grown-ups so that they're not entirely bored or annoyed or miffed at their child's film choices.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think I'd give it a 7 as well. What do you say?
I might even go so far as to give it an 8. I thought it was just a very fun little movie, and I enjoyed Jack Black's performance. I enjoyed Jason Momoa's performance. Everybody's performance was good. Maybe the sister felt a little underdeveloped, but yeah, she was just kind of there to show concern for the kid,
Henry.
Yeah, but I mean overall, yeah, it was a fun movie, and I was surprised that it was as good as it was.
Yes,
this is another one of those films where it was like, this probably shouldn't have been as good as it was, but it was, and I'm glad it did well. I'm glad people went to the theater and apparently had a blast to the point where they were just chanting along with it. And it became
so
sort of, in some places, it became almost like a Rocky Horror-esque experience for them. That's always great. Anything that gets people to get off their ass and go to the theater, yeah, good.
Yeah. And the fact that non-traditional actors like a Jack Black can be part of something as globally sensational as this is also gratifying.
Yeah, good for Jack Black.
Yeah, no, absolutely. It teaches the studios that they should invest more in stories and letting creatives do their thing instead of having their hands all over it. I think that that's another reason why, not to get off on a tangent, but I feel like the first Iron Man did so well because I don't think anybody had any faith in it, and Jon Favreau basically made the movie that he wanted. Unfortunately, there was a lot of studio interference in the second one, and so the experience obviously changed. Here, I'm assuming there's going to be a sequel because you can't have that kind of rate on investment and not have a sequel, and I'm hoping that the studio does what it does here, lets the creatives do what they want, and ultimately reap the rewards of that. Okay, so again, check it out. A Minecraft movie currently streaming on HBO Max. PG, that's absolutely general, like anybody could watch it, I think. What would you say? I mean, there's nothing, I mean, it's a PG movie, yeah,
but there's nothing
there's nothing just gratuitously over the top violent or anything about it. So an hour and 41 came out this year. Almost $1 billion. Good on you. Good on you. And with that, we'll wrap it up and we'll bid you all a
good night.
Good night.
Good night.